Imagine a world with no animals to see on a hike, no animals to see on a walk, and the only place to see them was in a zoo. This could happen, and believe it or not, we are the cause of it. And if we don't change our ways as humans, the extinction crisis could be a major issue in this world. The importance behind this is the fact that our animals are going missing and becoming extinct, and this is an issue. Because of hunting, pollution, and destruction, these animals aren't having a chance to live. The world is losing its beautiful creation slowly, and we have to do something to stop it. To begin, hunting has become a problem and continues to be an issue for these animals. Unregulated hunting is something that must be stopped. I'm not talking about the hunting of deer or overpopulated animals such as rabbits. I'm talking about the hunting of our beloved creations that are slowly becoming extinct, such as the Siberian tiger, the black rhino, the elephants, and lemurs. Elephants are not only the one animal, but many of the animals that have been poached for many years. Greed is often correlated with the hunting of these animals. People hunt these animals for their tusks, their skin, and their fur, and they sell it or use it as tools. Not only do these people do this, but they also kill these animals for survival. We need to understand what we're doing to this animal kingdom, and that once these animals are gone, they can't be brought back. According to Felanon U.S. Today, the illegal trade is further fueled by tiger farms in China and Vietnam. He goes into saying, as many as 3 times of the tigers that we have in the United States and the world roaming freely exist in these farms. This is not ethically or morally correct. Phelan 2015. These actions are what's killing these animals. And I have to say, we live in a country full of freedom, and this is not freedom. This is happening not only to tigers, but to elephants, sea turtles, and lemurs today. African elephants are rebounding from the ivory trade, but overall the war has been lost. Satchel, 1970. This goes to show that poaching of elephants has been going on for over 45 years. Secondly, the non-regulation of pollution that has been released into this country and this world has made a big impact on the extinction crisis. Sea animals have been affected mostly due to our oil spills within the past 7 years. The BP oil spill spilled over 250 million gallons of oil into the Gulf of Mexico, causing many effects on these animals. The number of deaths that were caused due to of the seabirds, the fish, and the mammals made a huge impact on the population count. Dawn dish soap seemed to be the only thing that helped clean up this spill when it comes to the animals, and it still didn't work. These animals are still showing effects today. The cleanup will continue to take place until we get all of the oil out, but because of how much was spilled, this is unlikely to happen. Not only do oil spills affect these animals, but also the disposal of our waste, such as trash, cans, bottles, and plastics that we don't recycle. These animals can swallow, choke, and get stuck on these garbage materials, and it could have impacts on their life. Our careless behaviors has gotten us to the point where trash has just been thrown into areas without care. The answer is not simple, as stopping polluting has really damaged our environment already in the oceans and our animals. Delamore explains in 2014, after being asked how the cleanup is going, he claims, the oil is not gone, they're still at the bottom of the Gulf, and the oil is washing up on beaches, and the oil is still spilled on Martians. Delamore, 2014. Not only is this the truth, but it's alarming. After 7 years, the oil is still not cleaned up. We did some serious damage, people. We have to think, if this oil spill happened to us, what would we do? We have to stop polluting. A famous quote from a children's book that I really love is The Lorax by Dr. Seuss. He says, unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing's going to get better. It's just not. Dr. Seuss, 1998. Lastly, man-caused destruction of these animal holes, feeding grounds, and homes not only has created an endangering risk for these animals, but also have put them on the extinction crisis list. The destruction of animal homes due to building cities, buildings, and roads has continued to grow as the population flourishes. Animals rely on their homes and feeding grounds to create a food cycle. A food chain and a food cycle involves many animals throughout a certain area. When you destroy a tiger's home, the tiger isn't able to eat. When you destroy a tiger's home, it's not allowed to drink in its water hole or live underneath the tree that he calls home. When you destroy a forest, the deer will have to find a new home, and thus creating an issue for the tiger who eats the deer. It's an entire circling food chain. According to the natural disaster animals endangerment, Hurricane Ivan took out over 40 sea turtle nests on the beach, and 55 babies were to hatch out of thousands. Tyranny 2014. This is proof that not only are we not the only thing that causes the extinction crisis, but we make a big impact, and every little thing we do makes a difference. As the world flourishes, we continue to build, and forests continue to get knocked down, and this ruins many food cycles. The bigger the country gets, the population, more than likely will ruin more forests. And what happens when we run out of room? Where are the animals going to go? We need to change our mindsets and understand that what we're doing not only hurts the lives of some animals, but hurts the lives of all animals. We need to do something. Conclusion. Furthermore, we know our actions are directly correlated with the extinction crisis. People around us don't understand what we're doing, and we need to make them aware. So why don't we associate our actions with the animals around us? Who knows? If we cut down a tree, we probably ruined a home or a source of food for these animals. If we dump trash in the ocean, we're probably going to cause effects on the ocean animals. And if we continue hunting, there's going to be no animals left. Some animals live life easier than others, but if we continue to do the three following things, no lives for anyone will be easy, not even us. If we continually kill animals for fun and trade, disrupting the food chain, this is all going to go downhill. Something needs to be done. We have to save these animals with everything we do, and the difference can make a huge difference. If we don't do things such as hunting, pollution, or destruction, these animals are going to live a long time. And one little act can save many lives. I'll end you with a quote that should make you think. Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing's going to get better. It's just not. Dr. Seuss.